subject to their approval. Hold on. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Woo woo. Oh, and Stream Elements is already telling me to drink water, which I have. I am so excited. So, for those of you who are not following me on Instagram, actually, I think I posted this on Facebook. I don't think I posted it on Instagram. I went on to Facebook for a few minutes today. Whoa! Okay, now, where's my planner? Hang on. Now we have to plan this. We have to come up with a day. This is mine, I think. We made it! Now we officially have to remember horrible, random, weird things we've said so we can come up with band names. I think we can do like 4, so we'll probably have to vote on them. Alright, so January. Oh, I don't know if I like this planner. It does have ribbons, so that's kind of cool. Yes, I got myself a planner for next year. I like to have like paper things to plan things in. That's just how I work. Well, I am so excited. Okay. I will have to plan that. Maybe that's what we'll do on Friday. So, unless it gets stupid cold again, I'm going to stream on Friday. That is my plan. Fingers crossed that nothing weird happens. It was so cold here last Friday that I couldn't do anything. Like, our internet connection wouldn't stay up. I don't know if that had anything to do with the cold. It probably did. You know, the like sprayer hose you have in your kitchen sink? The cold water was so cold that it would stick on, and you had to like tap it to get it to unstick. Oh my God, community stream. Okay. Why do they put these in here still? Like, I don't... Does anybody use those anymore? Like the contacts page? There's like a contact, there's 2 contacts pages in this planner. I mean, I guess. I don't know. That's not what I use them for. All right. Okay. I need a pen. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, it is better to have it than not have it. So, I went to the Dollar Tree the other day and I got myself some more of these awesome R2 roller pens. They're my favorite. Oh my God, there's so much stuff. My brain is on overload. Okay. Ugh. These R2 rollers, they're my favorite pen, I think. Oh my God. Okay. So, there is a recycling box. There's an art auction fundraiser for the Heritage Coffee Shop that I've been going to on Wednesdays. Oh, this has got like a little pen holder too. Cool. Fabulous. Now I won't lose a pen. And I'm going to, I said I would put some art in there. And I wasn't sure if I was going to paint something specifically for that, or if I was going to just rummage around and find something that would work for it. But I am going to do an original piece, and I'm going to do it in watercolor because I can knock that out fairly quick. The cool thing that I'm going to do is this watercolor is basically going to be a sketch, and I will paint in acrylic paint on stream the bigger version. I have I think it's a 3 foot by 2 foot canvas. We're gonna paint it on that. So I need to gesso that and all that fun stuff. But it's gonna be cool. It's going to be a Sasquatch in a greenhouse. with like the 1950s housewife aesthetic. So I want to plan that out a little bit, and I will make a post. I'll have to plan a post for, oh my God. We have done 2 community streams now. I am so excited. Oh my God. This may be the excessive amount of caffeine. Oh my God, I have to have caffeine for that too. Because I said I'd do it while I was drinking like a Red Bull or something. You guys are... It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, guys. You are not going to know what to do with me. I'm going to spread the one Red Bull, the one energy drink out over the whole, well, probably 3. Over the first half of it is basically what it's going to be. So I don't. So that's going to have to take place in January. Oh, okay. So January 14th is the art auction. Oh. Test my pen. Okay. So, art. Look at that. I've got something in my planner. It's way over here. You guys probably can't see it because it looks like it's really tiny. Oh, gotta start. Okay, this is what I like. So that was like the month. I like the weekly layout. Okay. Oh, cool. I can put in here that I streamed. Art stream. And this is we're planning January. I'm excited. So I know what I'm going to do for digital art. And they're going to be super cute, little Sasquatches. I'm freaking excited for those. And then now, instead of painting on a skateboard blank like I was planning, we're going to do this giant Sasquatch in a greenhouse 1950s aesthetic. I am so excited for it. Ah! Okay, on Friday we're going to stream. Oh, and I have a New Year's party. Well, not really a party. We're doing an introverts New Year's thing down here in Tacoma, Washington. And basically, you can come and just be around people, but you don't have to like be partying, which I think is a really perfect idea, especially for artists and other introvert type people. I'm excited for it. Watch a couple movies, do some art if you like. Where is... There it is. Saturday. Beautiful. Okay. All right. And I'm going to keep this out because I have to plan, figure a day for community stream. So 8 hours. Yeah, I think we'll be able to do 4 album covers. Welcome to the first 15 minutes of my stream where I am completely distracted by amazing, awesome ideas. This is what my brain was doing last night too. Like planning out the Sasquatch art, because I really want to do it in acrylic paint and I want to do it with palette knife, but that's going to take way too long. Absolutely will not get it done in less than 2 weeks. But if I do a watercolor version, I can do that in like probably 40 hours, which I can do in 2 weeks. Probably less than 40 hours. Maybe I can do it in like 30 hours. It depends. Depends on how detailed I get. I don't know. I'm excited! But I'm also excited to learn about Sasquatch. And in getting some documents for this, I don't know how I want to present the information. Like, do I want to present the information as though Sasquatch is like 100% real? Or do I want to present the information as though, you know, it's a myth? And I don't know. Ooh. My cup is stuck to a coffee. I can't remember the name of that word for that. It's okay. My tea's cold already. Bummer. So, what would be more interesting to you guys? Me presenting the information about the Bigfoot Sasquatch stuff as if it's factual, or if it's like myth? Because if we do it factually, I don't know how to present some of the information. Well, it's going to be a lot of disclaimers, is what there's going to be. And I think like the Bigfoot Sasquatch stuff is definitely more, has a harder core following than some of the other cryptozoology things. Yeah. So, okay, I think we're gonna present it like myth, the Sasquatch mythos, or the Bigfoot mythos. Bigfoot mythos. And I'm gonna make this larger. Boom. All right, so the first thing I want to cover, or we're gonna do bullet points too. I like bullet points. Where are my bullet points on this program? There they are. Boom. Bullet points. So, the first thing I want to talk about are the different, well, what is Bigfoot? What is Bigfoot? Bigfoot is a giant. This is like outlining loosely. Yeah, who, what, when, where, and sometimes why. Yes, so we're going to start off with what. What is actually going to be a lot, because we're going to go into depth. Again, there's going to be somewhere between 6 and 8 streams of content. So, what's 16, 20, so anywhere between 20 and 24 hours worth of Bigfoot content. So we're going to be able to get down into the nitty gritties. And I kind of went on a random tangent and I found all of these different versions, and I know there's more. Oh, wow. Hi, peanut butter. Yeah, no. Yeah. We are going to... Oh, hold on. Can't do that right now. Hang on. Copy. Now we can do the things. Go over here, or we record him. That one. actually, probably that one. Paste. Submit. Lock the user. Beautiful. Woo. And okay, why didn't it delete the thing? Come on, stop. Okay, whatever. I did report it. Don't reply to all peanut butter ICO. That's crazy. Anyways, where were we? Yes, I found all these varieties of Bigfoot, like different, he's promoting a crypto scam too. Yeah. I'm having trouble focusing today. There are lots of Bigfoot creatures out there in the world, and I thought that was super cool. There's one, it's not listed here, but there's one in Ohio, and it's called like grass ape or something like that, like skunk ape, only it's grass, and it's from like Ohio. There's one in like German folklore from like way back in the day. And I'm just like, this is so cool. I love doing researchy stuff. I'm so excited, and I hope you guys enjoy the random learning bits. But yeah, I need to get going. Okay, we're gonna just do what is Bigfoot. Look at that, Washington State. First thing that pops up. What is Bigfoot? Bigfoot has been by many titles, generally attributed to mountainous. Okay, so this information right here contradicts some information that I found on a different website. The common name Sasquatch comes from the Salish Sasquatch, while the Algonquin of the north central region refer to it as the Wendigo, which is apparently a word you're not supposed to say because it'll summon them, which is very fey. It is a very fey attitude towards a creature. So from what I remember, let me look up Sasquatch. There we go. Okay. We're gonna copy this website because I like it. Sasquatch, also Bigfoot, from the Salish Sasek, also wild men. So what is Bigfoot? Okay. Bigfoot is another term for Sasquatch. This term is derived from the Salish. Wow. Meaning wild men. That's not how you spell wild. Period. All right. Wild men are large, hairy, humanoids exist primarily in northwestern US and western Canada. I spelled Canada wrong. Wow, I am a failure of a human being. I cannot spell the name of my home country correctly. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to blow my nose because it is doing that thing. It will be like 2 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. Come on. See, that didn't take too long. All right. While existing primarily in North America, similar creatures have been reported around the world. I like the thought that, like, it went from people being exiled from society. Maybe I should put this in here. I'll call this a shower thought. Bigfoot went from being possible So my shower thought is Bigfoot was probably just like a hermit or possibly something that had been exiled from their community. That's a better word than this. Community. Their community. You know, and they're like forced to live out there in the wilderness. Or, you know, again, just a hermit, like somebody who doesn't want to be part of society. And, you know, after being out there in the wilderness so long with little human interaction and taking care of themselves as, you know, a human being, you know, not being able to cut their hair, not wearing animal furs because they don't have access to, you know, modern clothing or anything like that. I think that's cool. Like, it was your average Joe, maybe not your average Joe, but somebody that your community decided they didn't want in their community anymore, to being a mythical creature. And that is really sad because you get all those people that were like part of the freak shows and stuff like that because, you know, they were abnormally tall, the bearded women because they're growing facial hair. Yeah, definitely sad but interesting. And you get the women that grow facial hair just because their hormones are jacked up, and it happens to women. It's a thing that happens. Women will grow facial hair. Some women get it while they're getting pregnant. A lot of women get it when start getting facial hair when they get to menopause or stuff like that. Like, it happens. It's definitely a thing that people don't talk about, but what's that condition where you grow excess body hair? So hirsutism? Possible causes of being an outcast are hirsutism? Maybe like elephantitis or giantism? Was it Wolfman? Oh, frick. Hypertrichosis. That's the word I was looking for. So I don't think this is the right word. I think that's specifically in women. Hypertrichosis. Giantism. Other birth defects. Cool. And then we're going to copy, paste that definition in there so I can explain that. And we definitely want this to be black. Thank you very much. Okay, that was annoying. I don't think I need... All right. So we've kind of gone into like a random thought that I had. I like that. That brings something new to the table. So earliest sightings. This is going to be like a new thought. Where'd my browser go? So I have a feeling that, like, even though, like, if the Salish had a name for it, it probably existed before, you know, the white man became aware of it. So that's kind of weird. Okay, I want to put Usually described as primate, 6 to 15 feet tall. That is a wide variation. You know, that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good point. I wonder, are there cave paintings of Sasquatch? Let me open a new window. Cave paintings of Sasquatch. Okay. So this is looking at some pictographs in, oh, it's an article in Iowa. Painted rocks, known as whatchamacallit, is a, I can't read this, it's way too tiny. Let's make this bigger. Okay, 91%. So this is taking place, so this article is about a specific cave in Porterville, California, connected with the Tule River Indian tribe. Pictograph is said to represent the hairy man, an important cultural character representation. Okay, so the site located immediately adjacent to the Tule River. Hairy man measures 2.6 meters high by 1.9 meters high, is red, black, and white. Paintings represent a two-legged creature with its arms spread wide. He has what to be a long hair and large haunting eyes. The Yokuts identify the lines coming from his eyes as tears because the hairy man is sad, according to the creation story. Oh my god. This is cool. Okay. Okay, the pictograph is in poor condition due to weathering and vandalism. A hairy man petroglyph is present at the site as well, but since this rock art style is very rare in the Sierras, it is like a modern edition. So basically they found this painting and somebody at some point carved a similar edition into it. Most usual feature of this site represents the entire Bigfoot family, a hairy male, and a hairy man. There's also a female and Bigfoot child, or child Bigfoot. The mother measures 1.8 meters high by 1.2 meters wide and is solely red. Like her husband, she's a two-footed creature with open arms, 5 fingers, and basically other detail. Immediately adjacent to her, directly under her right hand, is her child. Okay. Well, if the child's solely red, does that not mean that he is actually a female child? Wouldn't it stand to reason if the females are red, then the baby would be red too? Okay, so these paintings found in this cave are estimated to be between 500 AD or 1200 AD, so approximately 2,000 to 700 years old. But based off of the condition of the soil and stuff, like what was built around it and stuff, they're most likely between 500 to 1,000 years old. Okay. Okay, it talks about the rock. Oh, we get an example. Oh, we get to the creations. I know humans do suck. So we get the creation myth. Oh, I love this. That's cool that they have a hairy man in their creation myth. A lot of other Native American tribes, they have like the raven is part of the creation myth, or the fox or the wolf are part of the creation myth. I think there's one that even has bear as the beginning of the creation myth. And this one has a hairy man. That's cool. Da, 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 da. So this was really only discovered in the late 1900s. It is. That's cool. All right, so let's read this tribe's creation myth. Which, okay, so I think the Yukut is the name of the tribe. So, Yukut creation myth. I'm gonna call it a story. I feel like it's kind of disingenuous to call it a myth. Come on, copy. I'm gonna download this document, but I want to copy this first. This is cool. You know, we're going to download this before I forget. We are downloading this to Sasquatch. Boom. And I'm totally going to butcher this. The Maya Cat Datat. Oh, and when was this article written? Oh, they have pictures of the paintings and everything. How perfect is that? Okay, that one looks like a penguin, honestly. Okay. Let's read this creation story. How the people were made. All the birds and animals of the mountains went to Hochu to make people. Eagle, chief of all the animals, asked each animal how they wanted people to be. Each animal took a turn and said what they had to say. The fish said, people should know how to swim like me, so let them be able to hold their breath and swim very deep. I can totally appreciate that. The hummingbird said, people should be fast like me, so let them have good feet and endurance. Okay. The eagle said people should be wise, wiser than me, so people will help animals and take care of the earth. Totally like that also. Turtle said people should be able to protect themselves like me, so let's give them courage and strength. Awesome. The lizard said people should have fingers like me so that people can make baskets, bows, and arrows. Owl said people should be good hunters like me, so give them knowledge and cunning. That probably was a bad idea, honestly. Condor said people should be different from us, so give them hair, not feathers or fur to keep them warm. I mean, hair is kind of like fur, it's just way less dense and way longer. Coyote said people should be just like me because I am smart and tricky, so have them walk on all fours. Hairy Man, who had not said anything yet, shook his head and said, no, people should walk on two legs like me. Okay, so Hairy Man is literally like part of their creation myth. Like, he is not a human. I wonder if he's like, because you know they have like Neanderthals and like other types of humans. I wonder if Hairy Man was like one of those pre-existing humanoid type thingies that not quite Homo erectus, but, you know, predecessor. Okay, I need hot tea. I mean, I don't need hot tea, but I want hot tea. Yeah, like that would be cool. Because apparently I like to watch random things on YouTube, and there's a channel called Gut Sick Gibbon, and she's like an anthropologist, I think, and she talks about like our ancestors and the missing links and all that stuff. And fairly recently, she had a very long stream with lots of terms that I didn't completely understand. But the gist of it is, the only reason that Homo erectus, us, our ancestors, are as available is, you know, because we outbred the previous version of humans. And also that the previous versions of humans were around for like 200,000 years or something like that. And I'm like, that's crazy. So we've got a long way to go. I know. Yeah, we've got a long way to go. And again, like, this isn't the first version of the game that's been played. You know, there was a previous version and it didn't obviously go so well. You know, when you do that, you play a game and it's like, okay, you make all these mistakes and you don't necessarily like how it came out in the end. And you give yourself a break and you play it through, and the second time it goes so much faster and so much better because you kind of start understanding what mistakes you've made. I kind of feel that's kind of what evolution is, honestly. My opinion. Don't shoot me for it. Alright, okay, Hairy Man. Hairy Man had not said anything. Shook his head and said, no, people should walk on two legs like me. All the other animals agreed with Hairy Man, and Coyote became very angry. He challenged Hairy Man to a race, and then they agreed that whoever won would decide how people should walk. They all gathered at the waterfall below Hochu and began the race. The Coyote started and took a shortcut. Hairy Man was wiser than Coyote and knew that Coyote would cheat to win, and all the people would have to walk on all fours. So Hairy Man stayed behind and helped Eagle, Condor, and all the others to make people. Oh, that's sneaky! Oh my god, that's so sneaky! Like, Coyote's cunning and everything, but he was also kind of stupid. Oh, okay. So Hairy Man... Dude, they let him run off. And then they went back and finished making humans. That's great! Oh. So Eagle, Condor, and the others... Oh, I helped Eagle and Condor and others make people. They went back to the rock and drew people on two legs on the ground. The animals breathed on them and people came out of the ground. Hairy Man was very pleased and went to people. But when they saw Hairy Man, they were scared and ran away. Yeah, that's because we're assholes. And that made Hairy Man sad. I would be sad too. When Coyote came back and saw what they had done, he was very angry and drew himself on the rock eating the moon. He is called Suna. And all the other animals drew their pictures on the rock as well, so the people would remember them. Hairy Man was sad because the people were afraid of him, so he drew himself sad. And that is why Hairy Man's picture is crying to this day. That is how people were made. Oh my god! That was like an emotional roller coaster. That is kind of a cool little creation story there. I like that. Oh, there's more! There's more! Okay. The people spread out all over the mountain, taking the land and eating all the food. The animals didn't have any place to go. Eagle, chief with... Okay, yes, again, people are assholes. I think that they needed to have, somewhere in their story, they needed to have like a mountain lion or something like that come in and say, you know, people should be assholes like me and not care about things. Alright, Eagle, chief of all the animals, told the animals that they could not remain in their traditional places because people had taken them. He asked them where they wished to go. The eagle said, "What are you going to become? What will you be? I myself am going to fly high above the air, high in the air, and live on squirrels and sometimes on deer." That's That is totally true. Hairy Man said, I will go live among the big trees, the giant sequoias, and hunt only at night when people are asleep. Dog said, I will stay with the people and be their friend. I will follow them and perhaps I will get something to eat in that way. Sure. Buzzard said, when something dies, I will smell it and I'll go there and eat it. Crow said, when I see something lying dead, I will pick out its eyes. Coyote said, I will go about killing grasshoppers. That is how I live. And other small animals, like mice and stuff. Coyote said, I will go... That was Coyote. Hummingbird said, I will go to the flowers and get my food from them. And Condor said, I will not stay here. I will go far off to the mountains. Perhaps I will find something to eat there. Woodpecker said, I'll get acorns and make holes in trees to store them in. That's not exactly what they do, but okay. I mean, if you're an old culture, then yeah, you would kind of think that. The blue jay said, I'm going to make trees grow over the hills. I will work. And the rat said, I will go to where there are old trees and make my house in them. And mouse said, I will run here, there, and everywhere, and I shall have holes, and perhaps I can live in that way. And the trout said, I will live in the water. Perhaps I can find something to eat there. And that's when the animals scattered. Okay. This creation story is kind of long and interesting. In the old days, women learned... Oh! I have to go back to woodpeckers. So Insano Design sent me a thing on Instagram the other day. Woodpeckers' tongues wrap around their skulls to help prevent brain damage when they're pecking on the trees. How friggin' crazy is that? That was such a cool random thing to, like, know. I'm gonna have a piece of fruit leather. Oh my god. I don't know if I want to put this whole thing in there. I'm gonna put little, there is more. But right. Yeah, woodpeckers are crazy and awesome and weird and cool. Oh, and Tortuga Verde is over there on YouTube. Hello, Tortuga. I hope you enjoyed the creation myths. Alright, in the old days, women that learned never to leave their acorn meal unattended. They would spend all day pounding on the big rocks near the river making the acorn meal. And they would take it down to the river to leach it. Then they would leave it in the sun to dry. But they would come back and it would be gone. They would find big footprints in the sand where they had left the meal, and they would know that hairy man took it. He likes Indian food. I'm guessing that's supposed to really say like Native American or the name of the tribe, which was Yokut. And knows to wait until the acorn is leached of its bitterness before taking it. Oh, that's interesting. They like steeped it and washed away the bitterness. That's cool. We always wondered if he liked the sound of the women pounding acorn and knew when to come and get food. Okay. Alright, so Bigfoot the Hairy Man is part 3 of this little creation story. Let's see what it has to say. Bigfoot was a creature that was like a great big giant with long shaggy hair. His long shaggy hair made him look like a big animal. He was in a way because he ate the animals that might harm people. Oh, he was good in a way because he ate the animals that harm people. He kept the grizzly bear, mountain lion, wolf, and other larger animals away. During the hot summer nights, all the animals would come out together down from the hills to drink out of the Tool River. Bigfoot liked to catch the animals down by the river, and he would eat them all up, bones and all. He must have a really good digestive system. It was pleasant and cool down by the river in hot summer nights. That is when grown-ups like to take a swim. Even though people feared Bigfoot, the hairy man might come down to the river, people still liked to take a swim at night. Parents always warned their children, don't go near the river at night. You may run into Bigfoot. Now, Bigfoot usually eats animals, but his parents say if you can't find animals and he is very hungry, he will eat you. Wow. Bigfoot, the hairy man, doesn't leave a speck or trace. He eats you up, bones and all, and you won't know, and we won't know where you've gone or what has happened to you. Oh, that's so scary. Some people say Bigfoot / the hairy man still roams around the hills near Tool River. He comes along the trails at nights and scares a lot of people. When you hear him, you know it is something very big because he makes a big sound, not a little sound. I mean, yes. Children are cautioned not to make fun of his picture on the painted rock or play around the places he hangs out. Parents warn the children, you are going to meet him on the road if you stay out too late. Okay, that bit's like normal, scary, parenty tactics. Yeah. Definitely similar to Chupacabra stories. It's just interesting that this particular creation story has, a hairy man or a Bigfoot. And, he started off fairly benevolent, and now we use him as his boogeyman. It's kind of sad. Think about the children. We must protect them. I know. There are so many horrible things done in this day and age in the name of protecting children. And it's very inappropriate most of the time. Alright, so I skimmed this over, and it looks like if you read this, the giant hairy man didn't appear into their creation story until wasn't documented into their creation story into the mid-1900s. So that's a little suspicious. That definitely seems like they possibly reworked parts of their creation story to include a Bigfoot, which, if you, I would totally do it. Like, if it was going to protect my culture and my family and everything like that, to tell a little bit of a lie. This creation story may have been so maybe something started happening with the idea of disease in humans or issues. So what I'm thinking is it might not have been a hairy man. I mean, it could have been. It totally could have been, just somebody with hypertrichosis, the extra body hair. They usually call it like Wolfman thing. But It is also possible that, these outsiders come and start asking you about your creation tale. Yeah, it would have been really rare to see. But if random people start asking you about your creation story, and they seem really particularly interested in this one thing, this one point, you might just start altering your story a little bit to please them, because they're going to give you stuff. And it is possible that something like that happened. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of stories that came out of Egypt didn't have something similar happen. Or, maybe they're telling their story the way that it's supposed to be told to outsiders, and the outsiders are reading into it a little bit more. Just kind of misinterpreting. Now, this is a research article on the relict humanoid inquiry. I just Googled a random, what did I Google? Cave paintings of Sasquatch. That's what I removed. That's what I Googled. I just think it's interesting. Dang. There's another one. It seems to be, this seems to be a particular cave painting that's fairly popular. Oh, there's one up in British Columbia too. That's kind of cool. I need to, what years? Wow, so the pictograph of the hairy man itself is equally important. Members have long visited the painting in order to pray for healing. Although through prayer, the hairy man will appear in a dream and give you needed information, be it the location of a traditional medicine or the answers to a question. For that purpose, the tribe built a substance abuse center adjacent to the painted rock. That's kind of cool. Heck, yeah. Awesome. Have fun. Thanks for hanging out for the little bit that you were able to. This is cool. I do kind of like the that they, redrew things. Kind of so you can see more what they kind of look like. Although I kind of wonder what this shape is over here. Might be a bird or something, who knows. And there's the baby that I think looks like a penguin. Well, that was an interesting random side tangent. That's cool. Okay. All right, so the British. All right, I think we need to do this one though. British. Prince in 1811. Okay, so I want to do another, all right, types of Sasquatch. I think that's pretty good for like, that's kind of a lot. That's definitely stuff that we can have conversations about. Types of Sasquatch. Let's put around the world, because this will be a fun topic. So we have got Siberian would be the Almas. All right, what the frick are Almas? Because that wasn't one that popped up on here. Perfect. What do we got? Okay, so the term Almas and numerous variations thereof appear in Mongolian, Turkic, and Iranian. So that's a lot of area. The name is connected to a variety of places in southwestern Mongolia, including Almazian Dobo, the hills of the Almasees, the Red Mountains of Almasees, and the Red Rocks of the Almasees. Folk belief in the Almas is okay. So basically, this is one of those ones that you don't say the name of because you'll get their attention. Da 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 da. Okay. Their name is can't type again. Brother. So as I'm doing this research and like finding this fun information out. I'm like building the art in my brain, kind of like working it out, trying to see what from the research I can incorporate into the painting that I want to do. Even though I have a pretty good idea of what the painting is going to be, it doesn't mean that I can't put, you know, little Easter eggs in there that are based off of the research. Like from this, I'm gathering that I want to use less tropical stuff and a lot more like evergreen stuff, because that's the kind of stuff that, those kind of plants and things that you have in the Pacific Northwest and in northern climates. And, you know, maybe I'm definitely getting that I should hide bones places in the painting that I'm gonna do, which I am all for, because I would definitely love to paint some bones. So if I'm gonna do like kind of like a greenhouse kind of thing, maybe the greenhouse could be built out of bones, or maybe some of the potters, a lot of the pots, God freaking knows, a lot of the pots could be made out of bone. That could be really cool. I also know that I can do color variations, like I can have a gradient, like the top of the Sasquatch could be red and maybe we go down to black. And I still want to do like the 1950s aesthetic, like I think that would be kind of fun. But like I can do a really creepy Yeti and then put a cute little apron or something on it. Or not Yeti, Sasquatch. The Yeti, I believe that the Yeti is related to the Sasquatch, just like, you know, your northern cousin. Because, you know, all the foxes are basically related to each other. You just got foxes with different camouflage on them. Alright, so the Almas, and yes, I'm using the term because I don't necessarily believe that they exist. Alright, we are told that it had a flat face like that of a human being and often walks on two legs, that his body was covered with thick black fur and its feet armed with enormous claws. Oh, that's a good thing to make sure I include. Like, long fingernails, but we could do the 1950s aesthetic on those fingernails. That would be cool. That could be really cool. Its body was covered with black fur, enormous claws, terrible strength, and not only were hunters afraid of attacking it, but the inhabitants moved their habitations from those parts of the country. Wow, they are so afraid of this that they moved away from where they had started settling. And in the 1960s, the Soviet scientists from the Academy of Sciences proposed that the Almasati, which is like the technical or the more accepted term, you know, I should put that in here. Almasty. Could be a relict population of Neanderthals living still in Siberia. And then in 1992, they went on an expedition to find them in the Caucasus Mountains. And this is something funny, because I know this has happened to a couple other people that believe they have found Sasquatch hair. So in 2014, a study concluded that the samples of hairs attributed to the Almasty were from species including basically bears. Ursus is a bear. Equus is a horse and cows. And so, just because you find hairs or furs in an area that you believe is, inhabited to be inhabited by a Sasquatch creature, does not mean that it is the hair of that creature. Because there are thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of animals in the world, and it is more likely that you have one of their hairs than this mythological creature. That's super cool. And I know 2014 suspected Almasty hair was proven to be bear hair. Horse hair and cow hair. Well, fur. We're just gonna put hair. I feel bad for that, the person that found those samples and was like, oh my god, that's my dream. But yeah, nope. All right, we're gonna go one more. Why are you up there? You should be down here. All right, we need, oh my god, mark this. Research done. What's this one? Chuchuna. Oh, is a translation of the word Yeti. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go right into Yeti. AKA the abominable snowman. All right, and this one is found in Russia, China, India. India's a huge country, and they have a lot of different climates, so I'm not surprised. Nepal, in Tibet, / Himalayas. There are 3 kinds of Yetis, apparently. That's interesting. 3 kinds of Yeti. Nye Elmo, black, large, fierce. Large being 15 feet. God, that is so tall. 15 feet. Chuti. 8 feet. Tall. Lives at the higher elevations. And Rang Shimbambo. Tiny. 3 to 5 feet. And reddish I like that all the Yeti impersonation or impressions that, you know, that are common to us, at least in the North America, are, you know, the white hulky brutes. God, they have like the Himalayan peoples. It's got this little section here. The other terms used by Himalayan people do not translate the same, but refer to legendary and indigenous wildlife. They have like the man bear, the cattle bear. Oh, that just refers to a big brown bear. Okay. Migo, which is wild man, which is basically what we're talking about. Bunmanchi means jungle man. More wild man. Oh wow. Local legend holds that anyone that sees one dies or is killed. Wow. King Admi, snowman. That's crazy. There are so many. Wow. Okay, I knew this. The name abominable snowman was coined in 1921. The year Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Bury led the 1921 British Mount Everest recon mission, and he chronicled in his book, and that is just kind of what he understood the locals to be saying. Wow. Yeah. Pre-19th century. Yeti was part of the pre-Buddhist beliefs held by several Himalayan people. He was told that the Lapcha people worshipped a glacier being as the god of the hunt. I would totally do that too. He also reported on followers of the Boon religion, that once believed the blood of the Mihrad or wild man used in special ceremonies. The being was depicted as an ape-like creature, carries a large stone weapon, and makes a whistling swoosh sound. Okay. So these guys sound like they have like a wild man, hairy man creature as part of their creation beliefs as well. At least this group of people that this guy's been talking to. There's so much stuff. So these sightings, the ones in Himalaya, proposed explanations. The misidentification of Himalayan wildlife has been proposed as an explanation for some of the Yeti sightings, including a langur monkey that lives at the lower altitudes. So that could be the small ones, the Rang Shimbombo, the tiny 3 to 5 foot ones that are reddish brown. And they have the Tibetan blue bear, which I'm guessing would be like a dark one, or a brown bear, or well, they're red. So yeah, like I could totally see that. A well-publicized expedition to Bhutan reported hair sample had been obtained. Okay, this guy, Brian Sykes, apparently is like an actual professor, and he is owns a lab. He's like an actual DNA specialist, and he will totally just tell people that their samples are from whatever mythological creature that they're running the tests on. That just blows my mind. I watched a video about him the other day. But it looks like they had them reanalyzed in their bears. Okay. So all these other possibilities basically come down to it's a bear of some sort. Alright, I like having free software, but every once in a while it's like after repeated expeditions and DNA testing on hair samples from various possible Yeti sightings, sightings. The conclusion is these are bears. Well, that's kind of sad. Yetis are bears, basically. Whew. I love that every once in a while, like it doesn't happen on all Wikipedia articles, but when you scroll down to the bottom, it's like Yetis in pop culture or whatever creature in pop culture, and you look through it and you're like, okay. Johnny Quest, episode 25, Monsters in the Monastery. Doctor Who. They had The Abominable Snowman in 1967, Web of Fear in 68, multiple robotic Yeti were used as servants. That's crazy. What else we got? Yeah, okay, there's some stories about it, not surprising. In the video game Mr. Nuts, the title character goes through a series of levels to meet his nemesis, Mr. Blizzard, who is a Yeti. Like, okay, guys. Ski Free by Chris Peary features a Yeti who can eat the player if the player reaches more than 200 meters down the slope. Wow. Okay. Zelda Twilight Princess features a Yeti couple. Aww. There are Yetis in Disney World. And there's a Yeti Airlines. Okay. That's crazy. Alright, I think we're done with Yeti. I was expecting a little bit more out of the Yeti, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh boy, sorry. I'm all yawny today. And not the musician. Like, my body is just wants to yawn. Okay, well, Encyclopedia Britannica, you have given me as much as you can. So, mil.wa.gov, so Washington Military, has a legend of Bigfoot on their website. I think it's funny. The legends of Bigfoot go back beyond recorded history and cover the world. In North America, in particular in the Northwest, you can hear tales of the 7-foot-tall hairy man stalking the woods, occasionally scaring campers, lumberjackers, and hikers. Oh, that's like cringy and hilarious at the same time. Yeah, and we Americans, settlers and stuff, started reporting them in the late 1800s, probably early-ish 1900s, but you know. I just think it's funny that the National Guard, the Washington National Guard, and I wouldn't be surprised if a couple other National Guards, like the Oregon one probably does, also have a Bigfoot section on their website. So, yeah, that's it. Okay, let's look up these other ones. I want to do ones from other parts of the world first, and then we can get back to the United States. So the Yowie and I actually got the Yowie off of a Bigfoot video that I watched, like a little information video, and it basically just listed off the different names of different areas that Bigfoot might be in. Actually, I think it was an article, like a newspaper article or something. And somebody had said, I can't believe they didn't mention the Yowie. Australia. Okay, what is a... Okay. Quincan rock art refers to a large body of locally, nationally, and internationally significant Aboriginal rock art in Australia of a style characteristic. Okay, that does not help me. That was... Yowie is usually described as a hairy ape-like creature standing upright between 1.2 meters, so 6 to 12 feet tall. Okay. Australia. Ape-like. 6 to 12 feet. Much larger than a human's, but allegedly Yowie tracks are inconsistent in shape and number of toes. The description of the Yowie's foot and footprints provided by Yowie witnesses are even more varied than those of Bigfoot. Dang. The Yowie's nose is described as wide and flat. Okay, that's a little different. And they are just like human beings. Some might be timid and shy, and some might be aggressive. Okay, their term, though, goes back further than records of the Sasquatch term. So that's interesting. Their term goes back to 1875. documented as far back as 1875. Oh my god. Alright. I'm totally going to butcher these when I go to talk about them. In 1987, somebody said they saw one. Oh, an article said that it started in 1795. So, earliest sighting may have been 1785 or 1795. Wow. You know, if we're going to report on the facts for a myth, we should have the correct facts for the myth. In the 1850s, accounts of indigenous apes appeared in some newspapers. Wow. Present day, according to top-end Yowie investigator Andrew McGinn, the death and mutilation of a pet dog near Darwin could have been the result of an attack by the mythological Yowie. The dog owners believed dingoes were responsible. And most likely, right? In 2010, Canberra man said he saw the animal described as a juvenile covered in hair with long arms that almost touched the ground in his garage. Or it could have been someone playing a prank. They have prominent Yowie hunters. Oh my god. Oh. Correct term may be Yahoo, aka hairy man. Ape or Australian gorilla. Okay, so there's a guy saying that the Yowie is not the right term, or it doesn't exist because people didn't know about it or talk about it before 1975, and it was really a misunderstanding. But it could be what was previously known as the Yahoo, or the Australian hairy man, or something like that. And it was probably just a marsupial that, you know, was being misidentified. Or, you know, might have had unusual coloring or something like that. And this research into the Yahoo goes back to the 1970, like 1970. That's, I don't know, man. stats? I don't know. Oh, what's this one? It looks like they have a couple different types of Bigfoot in Australia, which is pretty cool. I should probably capitalize these, huh? And maybe spell things correctly. I haven't saved in a while either. I'm gonna take a quick break and like hydrate and stuff. I feel the need for a break, so I will be back in a little bit. If you are watching on Twitch, I am going to run a 1-minute ad, and if you're watching on YouTube, just enjoy the slideshow and I will be back. Alrighty, I am back. I was like, did I forget my microphone? But I did not. Okay, I want to go to the Philippines. Has an interesting one too, if I remember right. Let's go back. Is it this one? That's in India. You know, we'll just go up this list here. There are way more Yeti things, sightings, myths, whatever you want to call it, than I thought there would be. Like, I wasn't thinking there would be that many. And it's like, okay, maybe, you know, the northern areas where there's lots of woods and stuff. So, you know, totally expected, you know, like Russia and stuff like that, but not the, like, more densely populated areas. Like, Europe is pretty densely populated. Japan is pretty densely populated. Like, sorry, I'm collapsing this box. I bought myself one of those chocolate oranges, but it's got like orange cream filling instead, and it's pretty tasty. And my brain said I should break the box down, so that's what I did. Okay. So the Yuren wild man is a cryptid ape man reported to inhabit remote mountains of China, most famously in the Xinjiang Forestry District in Hubei Province. Sightings of hairy men have remained consistent since the Warring States period. Wow, circa 340 BCE and through the Tang Dynasty before solidifying into the modern legend of the Yuren. Yuren? Probably Yuren. Generally they're described as savage, strong, and fast-moving. Wow. So, China, as of right this second, from what I've researched so far, like what I've really researched so far, China has the oldest Bigfoot sightings so far. I mean, China's a giant country too, man. So yeah, any land that's not explored would totally be ripe for Bigfoot sightings. So it says, at least the Wikipedia article says that it lives in the mountains. Basically the same thing as Sasquatch, only I don't necessarily remember any stories saying Sasquatch just, you know, raids villages for food or to procreate forcibly sometimes, a lot. I suppose it depends on the relationship the city or town has with the forests, because you hear a lot of Asian cultures, God, even European cultures, you have the doomed bride that's basically sent off to go marry the demon or the mythical baddie, and so the town will get peace. It's kind of what it sounds like is happening a bit in this article. Wow. So there were like 30 years where people were hardcore researching Bigfoot sightings in China. And of course, any hair samples collected were either bear, monkey, or gibbons. So, bears or apes, or monkey, whatever genus is monkey-esque. That's so interesting. That's so cool. Lots of folk lore and oral traditions. Encounters with wild and or hairy. I've never seen so many red lines in any of the things that I have ever typed. This is crazy. I swear, look, I even spelled Australia wrong. Okay, those I understand. describes. That was wrong. Words, man, words. We're on 2 pages. We're on page 2. We're actually like halfway done page 2. Human beings are flippin' amazing. We see something that we don't know what it is, like we don't know what it is, or we're not sure, and we just make something up. Oh, I'm too afraid to go figure out what this thing is, because, you know, it might kill me, so I'm gonna make it into a Bigfoot. These are pretty good. Alright, skunk ape I know is Florida, so we're not going to do that one yet. We got Indonesia. Indonesia's a short person. Wikipedia. This article may present fringe theories without giving appropriate weight to the mainstream view. Explain. Yes, yeah, okay, we get that. Most common name to the governed creature said to inhabit remote mountainous forests in the islands of Sumatra and Borneo. The creature is allegedly being seen documented at least over 100 years, so it's fairly young in the grand scheme of things, nowhere near as old as China. SIGHT sightings go back. I should say documented. Sightings are documented. Short, really short, 60 inches. That is not very tall at all, right? It's like 3 feet-ish. Oh, it's 5 foot. Okay, so very short person. Short, 3 to 5 feet. That's definitely a primate of some sort. Short. Fur. That's not how you spell that kind of fur. Put FIR, like the fir tree, because yeah, That's what I did. Okay. Well, this one was really short. That's okay. That is okay. What did I expect? I don't know. All right. Okay, we got India. So, Bande Burung. I'm guessing. India. Northeast India. Northeast India. Wow, it's really short. I'm just going to put C, Yeti, and because they're basically the same thing. So, guess we don't get anything for that one. Hybagon? Oh, we have reached Japan. Apparently. And they have a Bigfoot. Cool. I should save again because it's been a minute. So apparently in the 1970s-ish, North Americans just spread Bigfoot everywhere. Black, white, hands, large feet, about 5 feet tall, large nose, deep glaring eyes covered with bristles. You can find the Dragon Quest Big Hero 6, the series has them. That's fun. Wow, there's a list where that's a lot of legendary creatures. Well, yeah. So basically, there doesn't seem to be a significant history of Bigfoot in Japan, which I'm not surprised. Like, it's an island nation, so, like, it would be weird. Where does this one come from, though? Okay, so we've got one here, and it's Bassa J-U-N. So Bassawan, Lord of the Woods. So this has got to be like some European something, because that's not how you spell megalith. Mega, L-I-T-H-S. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna look up this Basque mythology. Indo-European, so like Southern Europe. Southwestern Europe ethnic group. Okay, so there is a Bigfoot legend from a culture that no longer exists because Christianity basically killed it. And they're called the Bassawan? I'm guessing that's what it is. Maybe a folk memory of contact with a Neanderthal. That could be interesting. Basically just hairy people. That's interesting. Like we learned about a culture that we didn't even know existed. At least I did. Ooh, there's one in Pakistan. I don't know, man. Shepherds? If shepherds are reporting stuff, I don't know if I would believe it. Ah, and sightings of these guys, the Barmeno, basically they're in between the Yeti people and the Almas people, like the little geographically. So I kind of totally think that would be plausible. Reported by shepherds living in mountains. So these could probably be more bears. Ah, nice. Kidnap woman for mating. Wear animal skins. So, for the Barmeno or Barmenu, yeah. Anyways, so the researcher that was researching them, and this is I want to say fairly recent, the 1990s and early 2000s. I know that was like 30, 40 years ago, but like that's like in the grand scheme of history, 30, 40 years is not too bad. But so this researcher was researching Bigfoot in Pakistan, basically, and he was murdered. And basically nobody has really looked into it since he was murdered. I also suspect that the war stuff happening in that area was part of it. Primary researcher Jordy Magranner was murdered while researching this in 2002, not 2022, 2002. Progress has been made. Question mark? I cannot spell to save my life anymore. Computer. Spell check. Spell check has ruined me. That and maybe I just don't care anymore. Like, I know spell check will catch it most of the time. So, like, I just don't pay attention. Okay, so what else we got? Oh, this one, South America. Ooh, we got Brazil. Let's head over there. I got that one. Oh, this is a different one from the Philippines. Let's open this one in a new tab. And this one from South America. We got this one. Bigfoot's got 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we got this one from Scotland. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the United States has 3 different ones listed here connecting to the Pakistani Bigfoot. That's just absolutely hilarious. All right, we're gonna do okay, let's do this Philippine one. Mongo. Philippine. That's so not how you spell that. Philippin. Sweet. Okay. Hairy ape man with long nails. Violent wild creature living at the foot of Cameron. Okay, but it doesn't say when, like, I mean, he's in a folktale, but, like, folktale doesn't have to be super old. Folktale call them. All right, well, we've got another one down. Page 3. I was concerned that there was not going to be enough stuff to talk about. Oh. And you put in here, it is a wild animal, not intelligent. Okay, so we got that one. Okay, so this one might be cool. Mapping Uary. It's a Brazilian. Lives in the Amazon rainforest. Ooh, it's a Cyclops. Hairy humanoid Cyclops. Oh, come on, brain. CYCLops. Mouth and abdomen? Question mark. Okay. Related to giant ground sloth. Well, that's kind of interesting. I don't know why it would have... I mean, it might look like it has a mouth in its abdomen. Translation of its name is similar to a thing that has a bent or crooked foot or paw, which totally would be a sloth. Like, they're, yeah. Cool. All right, so this one I thought was cool, and there's a German one. The German one's a little tenuous. A hairy man basically features in a couple of myths, similar to I just forgot the religious group that has a big man, Bigfoot in their mythos as well. I'll think of it. It'll come to me. It will come to me. Or like when they give you a key and it does not help you pronounce something at all. I'm gonna have to look up the pronunciation later. It's probably pronounced similar to how it looks, but you never know. Inhabits high areas. Cairngorms and passes of Ben McDewey. All right. Many reported encounters, but they don't actually see him. So, okay. No actual, or how about we put few eyewitness accounts? Few eyewitness accounts. God, my typing is, it's okay. Those are correct. Few eyewitness accounts. He is tall. Okay, what it says, reported to be thin, so very thin, not even just thin, very thin. Over 10 feet tall, long, oh, dark hair and skin, so he might actually have some skin showing. Long arms, broad shoulders. Hides in fog. Most encounters are hearing gravel crunching, and general feeling of unease. That's nice. Wow, so this one goes back to 1925. So this one's actually, in 1904. This one's doing pretty good at being some of the oldest stories. But like the British Isles have a history of, you know, the Fae folk and stuff like that. So I'm kind of not surprised that they would have an older Bigfoot type story. That is definitely interesting though. No photographs have been taken. Footprints were proven to be true. Phenomenon. Rain eroding. That's crazy that like rain could erode snow in the shape of a footprint, kind of. Back one. Optical illusion. Broken spectre. Shadow is cast on a cloud. Convey appearance being followed by a giant figure. Okay, there's no U there. Spectre, phenomenon, we can spell that. Shoulders, not holders, shoulders. Appearance, good lord. I don't think we need brownies. Brownies are generally smallish, so I don't think we need that. Cool. Alright, now I've got my research. Was this it? Pretty sure I'm pretty sure I bookmarked this because this is the one that had the Norse one in it. Oh, we got this one here also. Okay, so that's just kind of... I might just make a list of, like... we got here? That one was part of this one. What's this? Something extinct. The Honey Island swamp monster. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, that's Arizona. That's the United States. We're doing where is that? Don't save. Okay. Where's my file? My file of things. I found so many resources for Bigfoot stuff. Which one's this? Ugh. Oh, where's this website? Thank you. And I closed that browser, didn't I? I did not. Haha. Let's go to this website. No, that's not what I copied. This is what I copied. Oh, it's not going to let me because I opened it with Office. Oh my god. Oh, what's this one? Open with... Oh. Yeah, we went through that one already. Okay, so let's do this one. Open with... Because it looks like it had a slightly different... Look at that. There are so many. And this isn't even... I've got ones on my list that weren't on this list. Okay, we've got Bigfoot. We've got this other one here that's also in Africa. Chemosit. This East Central Kenya. Okay, we got that one, we got that one, we got that one. The Wild Man of Borneo. Got those, got those, got that. Okay. Okay, so there is, that's like science-y stuff. I'm gonna highlight that because science-y stuff is cool and we can talk about science-y stuff a little bit later. Yeah, we're just gonna save this as text rich. This website was really handy if I remember right. Okay, what does this one have? Go away. Oh, that's just like sightings within Oregon or Washington State. Don't need that. Come back, file. Where did you go? I wasn't done with you. I do love me some file trees. Okay, I'm going to change these to open with LibreOffice Writer. Apply. And now hopefully I won't keep getting... God, there are Yetis everywhere. Where did I find the German Yeti? German Yeti. Oh, German Bigfoot. Sorry, that's not what I meant to type. Is this what it is? The medieval Sasquatch? Yes, this is it. We're bookmarking this page too. Done. The 12th century saw the flowering of troubadours in France and the mines. I hate freaking weird symbols because they don't like things. Yeah. Anyways, so Germany. Among these, the Chrétien de Troyes wrote an epic Evain, which was recomposed in High Old German by Hartmann, whatever, blah, 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 in about 1190 as the Celtic Arthurian epic. Ween, pronounced Ewine, which is how I pronounced it, is an introductory section of a rhyme of a poem of over 8,000 lines. Can you imagine writing 8,000 lines for a poem? This is freaking an epic adventure, man. Like, that's a lot of words. But anyways, so basically, there's this really old medieval poem that dates back to like northwestern France area, so like southern Germany, Belgium area, like in that little area. And basically his somewhat unknightly fright was allayed when he saw a man sitting among the animals. And yeah, so there's a German poem, a German medieval poem about a dude chilling with a Sasquatch. He measured 7'3" in height with a 14-inch foot. That's huge. Okay, I'm gonna read the translated version because I am not in High Old German or middle High German. Ooh, sorry. There I saw a man sitting right among all of them. That caused my mind to be reassured, but when I came closer and I could really observe him, I was frightened of him as of the animals, if not more so. His human appearance was above all monstrous. He looked like a Moor, large and so frightful that nobody could believe it. Truly, his head was bigger than an aurochs. I'm not sure what that is. The brute. Oh, that's what we have the internet for. What the frick is this? I'm guessing it's a race of people or a, oh, it's a type of cattle. So he's got a head bigger than a wild cow's head. This brute had unkempt and dirty hair. He was dense and completely felled up on the skin of his head and in his beard, so he was disgusting. His face was about an ell wide, lined with large wrinkles. There was also his ears, like those of a forest troll, overgrown as if by moss. So he had ear hair, and the hair had the length of a span, wide as a pan. So he had long, shaggy, disgusting hair, and his ears were gigantic. Let's see. This hulking man had long, scruffy, and gray beard, hair and eyes, his nose as big as an ox, short and wide, and nowhere bare. So he had hair everywhere, even on his face. His face was lean and flat, and oh, how frightful he looked. His eyes were red, angry looking, his mouth scratched in both directions. Dude, you interrupted him playing with the animals. Of course he's gonna be mad. Oh, okay. Both in directions across his head. Strong teeth like a boar, not like a man. Out of the door of his mouth, they stuck out, so he had like haphazard teeth. Long, sharp, large, and broad. His head was put on him such that his rough chin seemed to be grown to his chest, so he had no neck. His back was curved upon, so he was hunchback. This sounds like a mountain man that was kicked out of his home, and you know, that's kind of sad. Beautiful. So I copied that poem out because I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm trying to find all these older references to Sasquatch because it kind of shows you that, like, it just kind of shows you that, you know, this isn't new. Sasquatch is not new. That's pretty cool. So we have a medieval poem. With a Sasquatch in it. And it's nice and long. Okay, that's just translations. That's some books. Ooh, German legendary creatures. Ah, there was one. What was it called? I don't think it was that. Oh, right. These give like a elven spirits, zombies. The jackalope. Mountain spirits, that could be. Let's open that one up. Wind spirits. Corn spirits. Oh, this one. Was this it? Okay, so Perchta, or in English, Berta, also commonly known as a Precht in other variations, was once known as the goddess of Alpine in paganism in Upper German and Austrian regions of the Alps. Her name meant bright one. Yes! Okay. Perchta. Did I spell it? I did not spell it right. Perchta. Alpine goddess of Upper German and Austrian regions in the Alps. That was kind of, well, this one hooks up into like the 12 Days of Christmas also. This is like the guardian of the beasts. Show up during the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know if I want to include this one. This seems like the, you know what, we're not, because this seems like the hag myth, the one that, you know, not the hag myth, like a Rumpelstiltskin thing. This is part of a Rumpelstiltskin myth, or a myth that Rumpelstiltskin came from. So that's not it. Nope. Nope, nope, not moss people. Not. Nope. Not a kobold. I could have swore there was one. It's a plant. More wind spirits, random house spirits, weird fish spirits. No. Yeah. I could have swore there was something. I need a quick break again. We're almost done. We got like an hour left, and we are on page 4. I think we've done a pretty good job of covering the world, so we might actually be able to dig into some of the other things. The other stuff that I've found. Maybe I'll do a digital sketch of what I'm planning for the painting. That might work. Maybe we'll do that. I will be back shortly, and
I'm hypnotized.
Welcome back. Oh, I cannot believe that we have completed the community challenge. As you can see, I've pulled up my digital art stuff, so I need my little glove and my pen, my stylus. God, pardon me. So I figure my brain's full of world Sasquatches. My computer just stopped doing things for a second. Okay, good there. And something pinged in my ear. I've got the hiccups now. I'm too excited. God. Okay, that's the streaming software. Okay. The hiccups. The hiccups, man, the hiccups. So, I think we'll do the sketches for the digital art that I'm going to do for Sasquatch. And I have the hiccups now, guys. Oh. That is uncomfortable and unfortunate. I'm gonna do sketch. We're gonna do this horrible hot pink color. So what I was thinking for a sketch, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what brush I use. Good Lord. I'm thinking dry media though. Alright, we're gonna do that. Get the eraser out, erase these real quick. I want to do a different style, I think. Maybe. Because usually my stuff is kind of blocky and like solid colored. I mean, as you can see right down there. Good Lord. Freaking hiccups. Like, they're all solid. I mean, they have textures, but maybe we can do like something extra textury. Maybe. For this. We'll see. God. Curse you, hiccups. So what I was thinking was like a cave. That's the eraser. Like a cave of some sort. Maybe like a tree on the side. God. And, okay, cave. I think maybe some grass, probably more rocks. I think a fern? Fern would look cool right there, right? Probably trees back here. Some shrubberies. Gosh. So we got that. And then... Am I good now? I might be good. Sometimes doing a couple deep breathing exercises helps a lot. So I want this to be kind of cute. So I was kind of also thinking like some vines or something. So little cute little vine shapes. And then I've got a little kind of chibi. They don't really have necks because they're, you know what we'll do? We'll do a stick figure version first. I think that's way too small. I mean, I did want it to be chibi, but that's a little... I don't really like that. So these are all like little vines and stuff, and maybe there'd be some flowers on them. Alright, so... if this is the hip... Okay, that's like their hip, leg. So I might need to draw this in afterwards. So these ones are just gonna be like generic cute thoughts on, you know, Sasquatchy things. They're not meant to be like accurate to any region. I want to try to keep it as a single thing because I'd like to get stickers and stuff made of it at some point. So hip, and then it's definitely leaning over. So we've got some shoulders or rib cage, whichever you want to do. It's like really leaning over. Okay, when you're really leaning over, like she's like leaning over and pushing up. It might be a girl, it might be a boy, I don't know, but like leaning over. So we'll just put this other hand over here. And a little neck. And a head. It's like peeking out around the curtain like, hey, who are you? Alright, and then we're going to make a new layer. We're going to change the color. Let's do this funky green. And we can put furriness. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna put that behind. Actually, we're going to probably put that up front because then we will go back to this color on this layer. This be all dark. And you know what? I don't think we need this. Which means we also don't need that. That's like the ground of the cave. I think just shrubs. Shrubs and rocks. And then those trees. Alright, let's go to the green. So we've got, reduce the opacity of this. This is going to make things go by so fast. And I've got an alternate color for this to do for Yeti. So that'll be cute. All right, what did I do? That's a perfect cave. So it is literally just like a random shape. Do like a fern over here. Ferns are great space fillers. This is gonna be like a giant rock. got like little... Oh, we need to put footprints. Or maybe we should do like a little like doormat made out of branches. I think that would be cute. I like that better. No footprints. I think that'll be good. So what we can do is we can bring both of these down. And we're going to do a version 3. I usually don't get this many versions. Usually I stop at 2. But because I have space. Hey, excuse me, I said the blue. We're going to do some nice tall trees. I will find some references for these later. Wow, so this needs to come out more. Back there, and this one can be over here. Yeah, and then we've got this shrub. And this is a shrub. You know, we're gonna make the center of the fern over here. And I feel like this should be a shrub also. And this is just gonna be a rock though. I could put like little tufts of grass sticking off of this. That'll be fun. Or some moss. We could definitely do some moss. We'll make these like some evergreens or something. It's like a little welcome mat. And then like all of this back here is kind of dark. I think that will be cute, right? We can get some cute hair shapes around here. Maybe we want to put some grass like over here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And then for the Yeti version, we're gonna have to do this one like orange. So for the Yeti version, basically I'm gonna do pretty much the same thing, only like this will be like icicles. So it's probably going to be a little bit scarier. And then of course there'll be like snow on top of these. And these are just going to be covered with snow. Snow all over these branches. My brain. Brain is working overtime. So this one might have snow prints. Like maybe this one doesn't come out quite so far. Maybe there's like a skin curtain, like a hide curtain or something there. I'll have to think about that. Oh, totally didn't draw the rest of the mountain. Whoops. Kind of important. We need the rest of the rocks and stuff. Oh, this one also is going to be all covered in snow. Everything's covered in snow. Move this one. I just did triangle feet because it's easy for my brain to understand at the moment. The blue one just seems way more solid than the orange one. Might need to move it to be peeking out from over here. Like, I don't know. Might need to change this. Okay, let's group these together. Idea one. Because I don't think that worked out as well as I would have liked it to. Okay. Let's start off with the Yeti. Because I was thinking like really cute. And more of just like the Yeti. But I want it to be in a cave. So with that. Gonna be the rib cage. And you got the arms that come off.
I guess we all have future pants. They're pants we're going to wear tomorrow. And the next day.
It's gotta have big feet.
And the day after that.
Let's do a little cave. Alright, we've got some rocks right there. Rocks right there. Actually, maybe this one's a shrub. Let's do this one a shrub. Maybe there's only some moss, like some of the Spanish moss, witch's hair stuff coming down. But like we've obviously interrupted something. Maybe she's admiring her collection of skulls. Or he. Could be a he. It's like drawing a human with like super baggy clothes. Think too much thinking is going on in this house today. Do like ugh. Right, that I like this the blue idea, but I like how close up this one is. I'm gonna have to think about how to do what I want with both. I also need to decide if I want to do it vector style or if I want to do it raster. Oh boy. I mean, vector might be easier because then I can just copy and paste things. But I've never made a vector fern before, so... I think I'm gonna stop now. I'm kind of tired. My brain is full. Oh my god, my eyeball. My brain is so full. So full. I also need to take a shower before I go to the artist meetup tonight, because you guys are lucky that you don't get to smell what I smell like right now. It's been a week of forgetting to shower and just being sweaty because it's been kind of warm out and I've been walking and stuff like that. Exercise for the win. So that's what I got. I am going to try to stream on Friday. If I can get things situated, we will be working on the Sasquatch watercolor painting. Fingers crossed. I have an arm that my camera is on, and I have to, something went weird with it, and I can't unlock it. So I have to borrow the spouse, who is tall and has stronger hands than I do, and maybe we can get it to unlock. But yeah, that's the plan. I hope to see you guys on Friday. I'm not sure what time Friday. Probably noon. Probably same time. But that's my plan. Again, unless like the weather is stupid cold. I hope it's not going to be stupid cold. Yeah. So, thanks for joining me and have fun. And I'll see you guys soon.